Damn, is it time for Around the Bush already? Well, let's talk about something coming out for Demon Slayer. New game, DLC, some old game getting finally picked up. Not only that, but we got a lot of Bandai news. We got a lot of My Hero Ultra Rumble stuff. Some sad news on the new Naruto anime, the thing that they were remastering. Apparently, they're postponing. Some fighting game news as usual, and all of that, of course, and a lot more in today's Around the Bush. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's Around the Bush o'clock with me, the man, Globku, and him, the man, too, Rene. How's it going?
Also known as Globku 2.
Also
sometimes.
known. Is he Globku's brother? Also
Yes.
known as... Is that
Not
Globku?
Globku.
Also
Yes.
known as not Globku? Also known as Cousins, question mark?
Yeah, indeed. This ATB almost didn't happen because I woke up, I looked at news, and I was like, man, there's nothing. Like nothing happened. And then, and this was early. I think Globku was still asleep. And then Globku, as soon as he wakes up, sends me his message saying, "What about this?" And it's Demon Slayer news.
So,
I was like, okay,
that was not an argument to be like, yo, we should do Around the Bush because this happened. No, that was purely,
really?
that was purely like, well, here's something to keep you happy. I guess like we're gonna have news soon, I guess. So I don't want to overhype this. I don't want to like you guys to feel clickbaited by this or anything, because this kind of means there's something Demon Slayer happening. So that there's a Demon Slayer game happening. Now, is it DLC for Hinokami Chronicles? Is it a new game? Is it the mobile game that they've dropped? We do not know. What we know is Ryokutia, who is responsible for a lot of scans, a lot of leaks coming out from Shonen Jump. He said there's something coming up for Demon Slayer in the next edition. So we're going to have Demon Slayer news soon. Now, it could be anything, so I don't want to overhype this or stay here for too long. But yes, DLC for Hinokami Chronicles is a possibility. I think it would be a little disappointing, to be honest, because I would definitely like to see a sequel announced. But if it is DLC, we'll take it, I guess.
Yeah, here's the thing. So we did get some quote unquote leaks a couple of weeks ago, saying that Demon Slayer 2 was in development, and those leaks, they're kind of weird because it's pretty much a given. We know CC2 likes to make multiple video games for a franchise. Demon Slayer was very successful, so Demon Slayer 2 will be a video game. I am 100% sure it will be a thing. Is it close to being announced? We don't know. That's what we said back when those leaks happened. With this though, it kind of makes you wonder. With the leaks and now with this information, we're trying to figure out. We've actually released a video on that, trying to figure out when this game would release. So I think it wouldn't be out of question to have something on Demon Slayer 2 very soon. I don't know if Shonen Jump would be the way to go about it. That's the only thing that makes me wonder, because I think that Shonen...
Isn't that how they did it last time, though? Didn't they just drop a page and then on the same week or so they dropped the trailer too? Like this doesn't mean like, oh, we're gonna announce it through Shonen Jump only. This is just like the first way it leaked was Shonen Jump pages, and then when the magazine officially came out, they also dropped the trailer. So this is just how leaks happen. Doesn't mean that their whole strategy is the magazine.
Yeah, and also this is not Bandai. This is Sega. So it is a different way of doing things. We're used to Bandai doing things differently. But yeah, even if it's DLC, it does not mean that Demon Slayer 2 is not happening. It probably means that these characters that they're releasing as DLC will be in Demon Slayer 2 in one way or another. The one thing I would be disappointed with would be a mobile game of sorts. Obviously, we are very biased against mobile games, and we're not very hyped about that. And pitching that against, if we had nothing, that would be one thing. But pitching that against DLC or Demon Slayer 2, I think we have a loser here. So yeah, do we know when Shonen gets released?
Usually leaks happen on Fridays. I believe, and then during the weekend, I think it's the official release. I might be wrong. Chat, please correct me. I should know this. I should actually know this.
That's what I was thinking. I was making the question. I was like, shit, I should know this.
I feel like we always just cover the leaks, like we never cover the official release. So that's fine.
Yeah, and that kind of worries me because we will not be available during this weekend to make a video on something that happens. So we will be late. But we'll see. Yeah, either way, it's exciting. We know Demon Slayer has some stuff happening. We just don't know what it is yet.
Ichunka with the fact checking. You're right. The first Demon Slayer was Weekly Shonen Jump.
Nice.
Memory.
Nice. Now, Ichunka, when is the magazine released? That's what we need to know now.
Yeah. When is it? So now it's here in your video. Source you. Here's what my bet is for this though. We haven't heard about this in a while. The Demon Slayer mobile game, Kimetsu no Yaiba Keppu Kengeki Royale, which is not a battle royale, or it doesn't look like a battle royale, but it's announced on March, the next mobile game, available in Japan first and then globally on iOS. They've been quiet about this for a while, which makes me think it's about time we got an update. Can I not go full screen? Do I have to undo the full? Okay, well. This is just cinematic stuff. Can I please go full screen? Okay. Here's the game. Yeah, run around with Tanjiro, run around with the drum demon, and then you fight kind of, it seems turn-based, because they're just standing around. I don't know. The title makes it sound like it's Battle Royale, but then I don't think it looks Battle Royale, and then there's a bunch of anime scenes. So this maybe is what's coming. This is my expectation.
Yeah, and if that is the case, again, as I said, pitching this against DLC or a new Inokami Chronicles game, that would be sort of disappointing, but it's still better than nothing, I would say. Like it's like we say, we're biased. We're biased against
better than nothing. That's us.
That is true. We're biased against mobile games, but if that's the only thing,
Coming out in 2020, by the way.
Yeah, well.
Then COVID happened.
That happened.
Never came out. Kimetsu Royale. That's the thing. Now, we do have a lot of Bandai news. This is not Bandai, Demon Slayer. It's always a good reminder that Demon Slayer is Sega. Sega and Aniplex. Bandai has nothing to do with it. But we do have a lot of Bandai news. Bandai would obviously be like the main guys behind most anime games. And they are going to go to TGS with a pretty impressive lineup. So TGS, the Tokyo Game Show, is happening September 21st is when it starts, I think. And they are bringing video games. So September 21st, we have straight up a My Hero Ultra Rumble broadcast. They're going to start with this. They're going to open with this. This is big because My Hero Ultra Rumble is confirmed to come out in fall of 2023. This broadcast for My Hero Ultra Rumble on one of the biggest game shows of the year is happening already in the fall of 2023. This, I would be very surprised if we don't get a release date here.
Yeah, and it's about time. They have been saying that we're getting close to release. Even the blog posts mention how the game is coming to a close when it comes to development. It is interesting because usually what we get on TGS is what we got on Gamescom, and it's most likely that. But My Hero was not on Gamescom, so this is the perfect chance for them to start doing like the close to release marketing, and it's gonna be very cool for us as well. Excited to cover this game on the channel. Apart from that, I would say that pretty much everything else will be again just mostly stuff that we've already seen before. TGS is one of those shows that it's not very exciting in general.
There's usually some stuff out of it, but yeah, it's not something that is worth maybe following during the 3 days, right? It's like day one announcements and then okay, like we'll probably get some new Tekken stuff. Like the most recent trailer kind of dropped a bunch of character announcements, but we haven't seen a lot of those character trailers, so I believe we'll see some of those. I don't think I can call them character announcements anymore, but you'll see their gameplay. Blue Protocol is already out in Japan, so this is whatever. Sword Art Online is coming out early October. It's a piece of news we didn't cover because we don't care. There's more Tekken. Idol Master, Shiny Colors in Tokyo. Okay. I don't know what that is. There's another Ultra Rumble broadcast with more gameplay. I don't know what Scene Duality is. Sandland has got a special stage too. I would look out for this one, maybe. I'm actually not sure what they're gonna do here.
Wait, Sandland skipped Gamescom, right?
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, I think this would probably be something new, maybe like a new stage, a new portion of the game that we haven't seen before. Not too big, but I would say that yeah, if you're interested in Sandland, as we are, because like we've had some success covering the game, not a lot, but it's a game that we're kind of interested in, so we'll keep a look on it, and we'll probably cover it if it's something.
Now, this is the thing I want to know the most. Why are you putting question marks on a schedule? Huh? What haven't you announced? You haven't announced something, and you're going to do a panel on it on September 23rd. I bet the announcement's going to happen at the start of TGS, because, it's an open show. There's probably a booth with, like, if it's a new game, there's probably a booth with a new game name on it and everything. So they have to announce it before the show opens. But Bandai has an announcement? We'll find out. And the rest, Tails has got an anniversary. There is one game that is missing from all of this, though. There's one game that I think Bandai is definitely missing from all of this. Where is the Baby Shark Sing and Swim Party?
Goal to get to. Baby shark, baby shark.
Man, you just had this one prepared, huh?
Bandai announced this week. They're gonna do a rhythm game with Baby Shark. I'm not gonna play much more of the song, but if you skip ahead of the trailer, it's still the same song. It's a rhythm game with one song. I unironically want to see what this is. I unironically want to see how do you do a rhythm
Morbid
game
curiosity.
with one song. I really want to know.
Because I'm all about rhythm games. I love rhythm games. I've been known to play every single Guitar Hero that has come out, and I'm a fan. How do you do a video game like this with one song? Guess that's a challenge. I want to see how they do it.
Oh god.
And how successful will a Baby Shark game will be? I want to know that as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being honest. This is interesting.
Yeah. I've already messaged Bandai.
For codes?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Nice.
I said I unironically want to code. And I got a laughing emoji from one of the community managers. I don't think they understand. I unironically want to code. I will make a video on Baby Shark.
Yes. Yes. We actually haven't discussed this, but it's the only thing I want right now. I want to cover that game so bad.
Now, there is more on Bandai and My Hero Ultra Rumble because they just put out this dev blog. They just did this. Volume 6 of the dev blog. Did you like the character information? Absolutely. No one has guessed what the characters are yet, so I guess we'll keep that surprise in. So let's talk about some nasty stuff. Let's talk about the free-to-play model. Let's talk about in-game rewards, gacha tickets, all of that slimy stuff that we all swim in every day in anime games, man. Besides the role feature introduced in the open beta, the game will also have new licenses or battle passes each season, and an independent special license will be available at any time. So they're doing a battle pass on top of the gacha stuff.
Expected.
The role feature will allow players to unlock new characters, costumes, emotes, voices, and more as shown during the open beta. You can exchange role tickets or hero crystals for roles plus. So hero crystals probably paid currency, role tickets probably obtained currency for the roles. Both can be obtained. Whoop, I just lied. And but one of them you probably can buy. So the more you play, the more rewards you will get. Now, we've also received feedback. This is a new addition. It's pretty cool. We've also received feedback on the open beta, and have decided to implement rental tickets. These allow players to try out each character, try out other characters each day before obtaining them. So, you're going to be able to try a character before you spend your currency on them. That's basically the bottom line here. I think that's very good because if you're... There was a way to like straight up buy a character, right? If you spend a ton of stuff, but now you can just try them, and like you also know who you're gonna roll for.
The characters? Do we know if the characters were available to use in training mode? Like you do.
There was no... Was there a training mode? There was a tutorial. I don't think it's the training mode they are advertising now. So I don't think we tried the full training mode.
Because usually what they do is, when, Multiverse, for example, they allowed you to, use the characters that you didn't have.
Yeah.
Just so you knew which characters you were going to use your money on.
You can use everything offline in Multiverses. It's just the whole game is unlocked. The gacha and the free-to-play model only applies for stuff you take into the online.
So that was what I expected. I hope they do that as well, but then you also get to try the character online and see if it works on an online environment. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, so they'll be giving out these tickets to players at fixed intervals. So I think over time you'll just have a bunch of them. Unless you keep like renting characters. And what else? The season battle pass will include hero licenses and pro licenses for each season. Pro licenses can be obtained with hero crystals. They enable players to obtain special in-game rewards as they rank up, such as roll tickets, costumes, emotes, and hero crystals. So make sure to check them out. So kind of a preview of the rewards that you might get in the season in a battle pass. Special licenses to obtain rewards such as characters and roll tickets for free regardless of the season. So there is another thing beyond the battle pass, I think. These will be unlocked gradually as you hone your skill and progress through your journey. So probably something that's not as timed, right? You just buy the special license and now your account, as you level up, you unlock stuff. It's like the paid version of the game. You could think of it that way. Instead of playing the free-to-play. Maybe. Mm-hmm. I'm speculating a little bit. You can obtain several rewards as you familiarize yourself with the game during initial battles. Those rewards have been designed based on everyone's playtime during the open beta. However, since the game will be operating as a live service, we'll keep updating after launch. So, appreciate you guys following us on X, Twitter. Let us know.
First of all, screw Elon Musk. What the fuck are you doing? Just want to say that. Just making our life terrible because now everyone has to say X, Twitter.
We don't have to. We don't have to. We can just keep saying Twitter. I think everyone's kind of pretending it didn't happen.
Yes, that's true. That's true. That's good. Yeah. I guess if you're Bandai, you have to acknowledge the fact that it's a different name now. But I also wanna say, like, I see Chunkin in chat saying that this is useless if you can use the characters in training mode. Honestly, like, how many times have you experienced with a character? Like, have you actually tried a character out and in training mode and thought, what a strong character, and then you go online and you say, whoa, shit, this is not good. Yeah, like training mode is so different from trying a character online.
I was so excited for Kendo, and then when I played Kendo, I was like, no. Greymonger Arc, thanks for the $2. We have alerts off because the stream is ready for Ultimate Burst starting tomorrow. So we won't have alerts during the entirety of Ultimate Burst as to not disrupt matches or commentators.
The comment says food is good, says Greymonger. I agree. Yeah. I love food. It's my it's my cheat day tomorrow.
Oh,
so.
Mine too.
Cool. I'm excited.
Lining up with Ultimate Burst is perfect because I'm going to be strapped to this desk for 13 hours straight. So yeah, junk food, baby.
Gonna be Burger King?
I bought a bunch of frozen stuff because I cannot control the Burger King delivery, right? What if they deliver when I need to press buttons?
Yeah, that sucks.
I can't rely on delivery, man.
I'm gonna order Burger King and then I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna try to do something during dinner because I have a few. I have a francesinha sauce.
Oh.
I got a jar from my aunt, and I'm gonna do a bunch of. I'm gonna mix a bunch of, chorizo meat and then use francesinha sauce all together.
It's like a pica-pau.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
All right. We're not done with Ultra Rumble, or maybe we are. I wonder here, because there's another news on My Hero on a game that actually collaborates a lot or collaborated a lot with Ultra Rumble during the betas, which is One's Justice. One's Justice has been holding some events here. And the last event, I believe they're holding it September 29 to 30. Yeah, the last online event of Hirohaka. Okay, so we have an event on the 21st where Ultra Rumble is at Tokyo Game Show. And then a week later, these guys are doing their last online event. You can still play online. They're not shutting down servers or anything. It's just the last online event they do. It's nothing really. Like, it's... The online events for One's Justice were never, like, anything special. It's just play with these characters and you get this extra costume. Whatever. But, like, on the marketing side of things, this is kind of a big deal. So I wonder what this means. Because we are getting closer to the Ultra Rumble release date, and these guys are going to do their last online event in order to stop taking focus away from Ultra Rumble? Maybe? Speculation.
I think it's a mix. I think it's probably a mix of, give all the focus to the game that they're going to go with now. The team is the same. Or if it's not the same, it is, at least, you can split your team. You can have your team working on different games, but it is the same company. I would say that's the first reason, but also resources. Now you want to shift your focus towards, this game that is probably going to be successful. One's Justice did its thing, and it's time for it to rest now.
Yeah, I do wonder what that means for the release date. Can we start to speculate on what it is? Because, like, it's coming fall. You got a show on the 21st. You're going to stop the other game on the 29th. Okay, look at the calendar. Maybe we can start to figure out something.
I'm gonna say October is gonna be. Now, is it early October? Is it by the end of October? I wouldn't know, but it's honestly beginning of October seems to me like it would be a possibility.
There is an obstacle at the beginning of October, which is Sword Art Online, which is not even on our radars, but it's another Bandai game, another anime game. They wouldn't compete. They would not release two anime games on the same day. They're not going to do that.
Here is the thing, though. Here's the thing.
They do that shit all the time for DLC, but I don't think they would release the game on the same day. Okay, and I don't think they will do Spider-Man date. I also don't think they will do that. So you start to have less and less dates available.
Spider-Man is one of those. It doesn't matter what type of game it is. Spider-Man will take focus away from your game.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. Bandai is weird sometimes with dates. It seems like they compete with themselves. But releasing a game on its own, but it is a free-to-play game. I don't know. I think beginning of October makes sense. Well, the first or second week. Because maybe if you get towards the end, it starts getting stacked as well. So you have Spider-Man, you have Alan Wake, you have... I know there's another game that I'm thinking, I don't remember. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. So, but point is, it's close. My Hero is very close.
Gotcha. Yeah, I really think so. Greymonger Arc with the $2. I need Mirko. I think she's going to be a banger update. I don't think she's there at launch, but she's going to be an absolute banger update once they add her. In other news, though, Naruto was going to get some new episodes next Sunday. This Sunday. September 3rd. Naruto 20th anniversary was going to remaster some episodes. We were going to get some cool-looking Naruto episodes, some old-looking Naruto episodes, but also like remastered and really nice-looking from the previews. Delayed this week, like last-minute delayed, and no new date provided. So they are just, and the reason they quoted was quality. Like, we want to improve the quality even more. So good on them for delaying this, but damn, this is like super close to the release date.
Yeah, so here's two things about this. This news. It's first of all, you had 20 years to make this. Why is it delayed? You know what I mean?
Good point.
Actually,
Actually,
also,
you know what? The 20th anniversary was celebrated in October 2022.
So I have 21 years. to do this, and yet it happens. No, it's just weird that it is so close that they announced this release. It makes me think that, poor animators that are doing this, they're definitely working overtime. They are definitely working too much on this. But that being said, it probably means that it's not going to be a very big delay, because if they only announce this now, it means that they pushed until the last minute to see if it was available. It wasn't, but it is probably close anyway.
Maybe, yeah.
But poor animators.
I agree. Good analysis. Good analysis. Like a last-minute delay means, yeah, they probably believe they could make the dates up to very recently. Very good analysis there. But this also means that if you can delay the anime for the celebration of the 20-year anniversary for over a year, you can also delay the fucking video game to just put friend invites in it. You don't have to release Storm Connections right now in November. Just delay the game. It doesn't have friend invites. You just delay it. Just why are we rushing? Why are we doing this? I don't understand it, man.
I agree 100%. I agree.
God damn it. This goofy town. Anyway, let's talk about a fake game. This fake game is a little bit more real. This is Project Mugen. We looked at this last week. And last week we saw Spider-Man. We saw vehicles. Transition from vehicles into combat. Seamless. And we were looking at all that and we're like, this is a fake video game. How is it doing all of this? And now we actually have gameplay. So it's a little less fake. It's mostly combat on the gameplay. And there are some like rough edges for sure. I mean, the combat looks awesome. If you look at the center of the screen, the combat looks incredible, right? There's some swinging, land into vehicle. There's the transition. Like you can do this in the video game. It's real. It's here. The rough edges are stuff like.
Wait.
What?
Wait. Can you? Do you have? There's a number on the bottom right corner.
Okay.
That's
the user ID. Yeah.
Is that the exact same font for Genshin?
Yeah, I think so.
It is? Holy shit.
For me, the rough stuff is like these NPCs. Like they're just... What are they doing? Right? They're just there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't... It's just like you're fighting that guy, and whenever you're not attacking them, they're just kind of... Whatever. I don't know. That's... But,
it's
rough edges, unfinished, and like this is an early preview, so that's good. The only thing I dislike about it is it's coming from Bilibili, and they stole all my videos. So
yes, it's also true. Here's the thing about this game. This is. It still seems too good to be true. This game looks amazing when it comes to combat. This game looks like it's a Scarlet Nexus with a fully open world a fully open world map to explore, with mobility. Better than Spider-Man, because not only can you swing, you can also ride a motorcycle.
Okay,
you can't ride a motorcycle in
chill.
Spider-Man.
Chill with better than Spider-Man. Okay? Chill with
can you ride a motorcycle in Spider-Man?
No,
you can.
But I don't know how many swinging options you have here. Maybe you just hit a button and it's boring as hell.
It doesn't
Spider-Man's
matter.
web swinging system is fun on its own, and that's the secret to good Spider-Man games. Is just you can add whatever story you want, whatever combat you want. If the journey from point A to point B is fun to do because of web swinging, you've already made a good Spider-Man game. Now, you can make an excellent Spider-Man game with everything else around it, sure. But like the web swinging is so important that we've seen so many bad examples over the years of Spider-Man games. We basically have two good Spider-Man games when it comes to web swinging. Basically have two games only with the whole history of Spider-Man games. That's insane.
Obviously, like so in terms of, in theory, this game is really too good to be true. I loved Scarlet Nexus. This game has that vibe, that futuristic vibe. This looks, in terms of combat, it looks super cool. As much as, I would say as much as ZZZ does. It just looks like it's an impossible game for an anime that, I don't think this exists. It's just a new thing that's probably going to be... They're probably going to release an anime together with this to,
maybe. I didn't even think of that. Maybe not, though. I mean, Tower of Fantasy didn't do it. A lot of Genshin competitors didn't. The thing that looks the most Genshin to me is this. So you switch characters here, and then this dash. Whoop. that dash is so Genshin. Like, whoop, that dash right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks really cool. It looks too good to be true. Again, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I still don't believe this game is going to be a thing. But if it is, I also want us to wonder how big it will be, because yeah, it just seems too much to be true. I compare this to Scarlet Nexus because I think Scarlet Nexus has had for a game that, you know, it is stacked with details and it is comparable with this in terms of you know, setting. It is a very closed game. I know the budget was cool, but when you put this much budget into a game, and this game has to be you know, high budget, because look at the size of that city, it just makes you wonder how big will they let this game be. Because even the thing, like when she was on the beach and there was a monster truck going around, like, it's just insane how many stuff we have seen in this trailer alone.
Yeah.
Which, again, that's why we say this game is not a real thing, and I need to be proven wrong. Because please don't prove me wrong, because this is exciting.
Yeah.
Character design, amazing. I don't know, there's too much going for this game.
And we were gonna make a video on this, so I did some research. At the end, I don't think I got in much, like, enough new stuff to justify a new video. Because it was coming much later and it wasn't no longer a reaction, so I wanted to have a different take on it or something a little bit more elaborate. So I did some research and I learned some stuff, just not enough to make a video. But confirmed, they're gonna have multiple cities. So this is one city that you see. There might be loading screens between different cities and whatnot. So like not exactly a pure open world, but a city is pretty big, and they're gonna have more than one. That's confirmed. And I downloaded Scarlet Nexus. And I downloaded Spider-Man, and I played both of those video games, and I analyzed frame by frame the animations for the web swinging, for the telekinesis. Basically, all the claims that this has animation stealing are completely fucking false. It has nothing to do with Spider-Man. Like, it's so different.
God, thank you. Okay, cool. Yeah, but that
this
is like
is so different. Like,
it
no
matter what,
resembles,
because it's web singing, but like, come on.
Conceptually, I can see where they got the inspiration and whatnot, but there's no asset stealing here.
Can you go like 30 seconds when I think she lands and then starts shooting? Two clips, one clip before this. That clip in specific.
This one?
The next one, I think. After this one. Yeah, this one. Stop now. Here's another thing that's just, this is insane for me, and this was a big deal for me in Cyberpunk, which was Cyberpunk, I think, made something that I don't think any other game did, which is the verticality of the map was kind of nuts. I think one of the things that made me immerse myself in that game was the map and the world they created. And it's insane how many of those vibes I get from this specific shot here, because this is what I mean about verticality. It seems to me, because you'll be swinging, unless they have, you know, invincible walls, which would suck, that you would be able to climb all this and also like that highway right there.
I see.
And that is, for an anime game, I don't think I've ever seen an anime game with this scale. Obviously, Genshin is a different setting, right? And I would say that it could be comparable, but Genshin is, you know, a medieval game. This is different. This is a scale, I think, in which we've never seen a game being set on. So it is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Genshin scale is pretty nuts too. I would agree. Though, yeah, maybe Sumeru was Sumeru was cool, and then they added the desert, and it's like, okay, yeah, this is big, but come on. You found the perfect setting to add a bunch of nothing, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a lot of running with nothing. But cool.
Yeah, but it is an unfair comparison, because, yeah, the scale of Genshin is huge, but it is a different setting, so it's, you can't compare this and say this is bigger in scope.
And nothing has made me want mounts more in Genshin than that desert, for sure. And they don't have mounts. Yeah. It's just like, oh, you run everywhere. And this with like vehicles and the web swinging. Traversal in gacha games is something that developers are often very cautious of. Because if you can traverse fast, then you can get through the content fast, and your game runs out of content, or like you can like brute force your way through the gacha because you can just grind for the things they're asking you to pay for. So traversal is often one of the barriers that is placed in gacha games to make you spend more time in game and frustrate you into, you know, paying that stuff. Now, some of us have a bigger resistance to that than other players, for sure. So I don't want to say, you're gonna be weak to this. No, but that is one of the things they keep in mind. And this kind of freedom in movements, and I mean, it depends when the game comes out, and maybe like Chunka was saying, did the web swinging look slower in the gameplay compared to the trailers? Maybe it was just height. Maybe the game comes out and the vehicles aren't that fast. Maybe like things are just super far apart and they designed the quests for you to just be like going from point A to point B back to point A again for no reason. You know, there's a lot they could do still, but it's a good sign that they let you do, like they give you this freedom of movement.
Yeah, the one thing I will say though is that, and it's not like I don't have this feeling a lot, but this is one of those that when I see this trailer and as you were speaking, I was you know paying attention to all the details, and it's more and more of a feeling of I wish I could pay 70 for this game and not give a shit about gacha and not have gacha in this game. Just be a proper, like Scarlet Nexus did. I just have a lot of respect for Scarlet Nexus because I think, it just came out of nowhere anyway.
Nexus, man.
Yes, I want to play Scarlet Nexus too.
Yeah.
No, it's just the fact that, Scarlet Nexus came in sort of like against the tide, in a way, because it was out of nowhere. There was no anime IP involved. It was just an anime game, with no gacha. You paid full price, you get the game, and that's it. And you had the 2 campaigns, you had that whole story. It was such a cool concept and so against the tide of video games that we've been getting in terms of anime that I just wish this one was the same. Because I would gladly, provided it's a good game, I would gladly play $70 for this.
Rena just wants to thank Scarlet Nexus and Motorcycles in Spider-Man. I will say that is pretty funny and slightly inaccurate, because what he actually wants is web swinging in Trials. That's what he wants.
Oh, there is web singing.
God damn it.
Yeah, there is.
God damn it. Why?
There is.
Oh my god.
I think it's Trials of the Blood Dragon, that the whole Far Cry / Trials thing. I think there was web swing. So you got that.
Let's move on from a fake game into a very real one. Engage! We have gameplay coming out from Gamescom for Granblue Fantasy Relink. So at Gamescom, they showed a new trailer where they lied, and the game is no longer coming out in 2023. So it's coming out February 1st, 2024. And they actually have a full gameplay demo. Now, some outlets were able to play this for a really long time. Like 5 hours of gameplay. But it was just this one level. So it was a very linear level. You walk a pretty narrow path, get through some skeletons, and that gives you a skeleton boss. If you defeat the skeleton boss within an optional time, so you are going to be able to trigger a second boss fight. So what they were able to do with those 5 hours was basically try out a bunch of different characters, because they have like 7 in this build. But yeah, it's... I don't think this gives you a better look at Granblue Fantasy Relink, because we kind of have a good look already from all the previous footage. It kind of gives you a look at another level within Relink, and I think everything's just kind of keeps being awesome,
Something worries me about this one, though. This is the exact same spot where you fight the dragon. This is the exact same level we've seen before, I believe. And this means that this is a mission that takes place on the same place, and it's just different enemies, skeletons, compared to the dragons, and a different boss. Kind of worries me a little bit. I don't know what the reason for this was. Is this just a demo? Did they switch places? Probably not. This is an online game, so you'll probably be, you want to have more content available, not just, the regular story. So this is probably just another mission. I don't like missions where they make me go to the same place and do the same thing with different skins. So it worries me a little bit in that regard. But it's not too serious. It's too early to tell. It's like, this is a good demo. They're showing nothing that is bad or wrong. It's just it was a detail that worried me a little bit. But that was just it.
I see. Yeah, I would naturally rather like every level be unique, and I'm not sure this is the same level as the dragon, but I believe you. But let's not forget that like they're showcasing this boss for the first time, and you look at the mechanics this boss is doing, and it's like, oh, that's completely different from every other boss they've shown so far. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and that is cool. Yeah, indeed. And also maybe it is unreasonable to expect, every single mission to be different. It's not. I don't think it's the mission being different or the setting being different. It's just like the bosses are in the exact same spot and the mission starts in the exact same spot. That's what it seems to me. And that's the detail. Like at least if you had the mission reversed or the boss show up in a different part of the level, something like that, Yeah. But also like sometimes it's just unreasonable to want some stuff like that, depending on how big the game is. So yeah.
Right. So here they clear the optional objective, and they are able to trigger the rock golem, which is the next boss. And they're switching perspectives in this gameplay. This is not how you would play the game. You would play the game with a single character. So they just kind of recorded this encounter with a bunch of characters, and they're switching between them. So the big new thing here is that they let people play it, right? Instead of just being a developer showcase this time. Which means we get player feedback. And player feedback has been, this is smooth as hell. Like, this is very easy to pick up, but there's like a ton to, like, there's a lot to each character. And they feel pretty unique. Like, they each have their own gimmick. There's a weak and a strong attack, which doesn't sound like much. But like with Catalina, you use that for combos, and each like number of combination is a different combo. Can go into air juggles, can go for like slower, strong attacks and whatnot. But this one, for instance, Io, she just does auto attacks that build a magic meter, and then the magic meter is the strong attack. Like you cash that out with a strong magic move. So like just showcasing like completely different gimmicks no matter who you play as. And then you have, I believe they have shown that before, your special moves are customizable. So even if there are two grand players, you can run two different special moves, and the character variety there is really cool. I'm very much looking forward to this. I don't know how to cover this on the channel. It's a big concern of mine, but it's something I definitely want to do.
Yeah, it is a concern. Because when it comes to reviews, these games are tough. They take a long time. We usually don't get the code with enough time to review the video game. There's a lot of stuff happening too. Maybe in February we'll be able to do a review on this. We'll see. I wish we could at least do that, because I can see us have some fun with this game, especially with the co-op situation. So yeah, we'll see. By the way, and this is totally unrelated, have you seen the Sea of Stars video game? The one that released on Game Pass? It's an RPG.
Oh, the one you played, right?
No.
Wait.
It's a different one. It's just released on Game Pass. And I'm not gonna play this now. I added this to my backlog. But it looks super cool. Super cool.
Trailer.
Yeah, everybody's losing their shit with this game. Because it looks really insane. Yeah.
Okay.
It is on Game Pass, but it is an RPG, so it's gonna take a while.
What is
So
this? A Game Boy game? I'm sorry, I'm just being internet toxic. This is... Why are people losing their shit over this? Hang on.
Oh, the reviews have been insane. Yeah.
Okay.
Insane reviews.
Okay.
But yeah. Anyway, it is unrelated, but it is an RPG. So I just remembered this.
Okay.
But yeah, like good animations, good gameplay loop. I think the story is pretty cool. For some reason, people are just loving it. Yeah, I've added this to my backlog, and it's on Game Pass too. So I need to get my car real quick, and I'll be back really quickly.
All right, Rene is gonna leave us for probably the rest of this ATV.
We'll see.
We'll see. In other news, let's talk Fate Samurai Remnants. They put out a third trailer here. And this third trailer focuses on a lot of like the goofy stuff, a lot of the side stuff that you can do. So it's not just an action RPG where you play as different characters and go through combat encounters. I think this trailer does a pretty good job of like showing some side stuff. So yeah, if you're interested, this game comes out soonish. Soonish, right?
Yeah.
Pull up
so.
my calendar because I do think I have it marked down. Played Samurai
September
Remnant.
28th.
September. I have it at 29. So what do you know that I don't?
Some of this will be here.
28th.
Damn, I'm wrong.
28th.
On the Genshin
Remnant.
Impact anniversary. Guess no annual Genshin Impact video this time. Anyway, that's fate. And then we get to the Ashura minutes. Welcome to the Ashura minutes. He's going to talk about Eternights, this game where you play with a lightsaber. What's up with this?
Yeah, so this was a game that was announced, I think, at the Game Awards last year?
I remember, yeah.
Yeah, where it was like this really cool like hack and slash style game, and it also had like a dating simulator side thing to it, but I didn't really think too much of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it looks pretty cool when they first showed it, and it did have a release date of September 21st, but then they pushed it down to September 12th, so you get to play a little bit earlier than normal.
Who the hell pushes down release dates anymore, right?
I don't know. It's like
here?
such a rare thing to see, but you know, it's nice that people are able to get to play this a little bit earlier. So 11 days.
If you wanna the dating sim / hack and slash, you can do it. Tsukihime. So this is the melty thing, right? This is the melty visual novel. What's up with this trailer?
So this trailer just kind of covers what you're gonna see in it. Pretty cool.
Thanks, Ashra. That was the Ashra minute, everybody.
Okay.
Let's move on to some fighting games. Leone Abacchio. Did you guys play him? Because I haven't had.
I did. Oh,
okay. Tell me about him.
Son, I can actually talk about. Oh,
What's he do?
so cool.
What's he do?
Yeah, I just watched a lot of it.
So his main gimmick is when he doesn't have his standout, any special move he does will get recorded, and that includes the property and the version.
Okay.
So when he does it, Moody Blue will come in and do it as well. So so he has like a lariat. So if I do light lariat, Moody Blues will do a light lariat, and it will always do the last move. It's recorded. So
okay.
So once I go from light lariat, let's say I do the low sweep, I will do low sweep, and Moody Blues will do the light lariat again.
Huh.
So it's really cool. Like I actually do have a clip.
You have chombos.
I do have a chombo. I will have to quickly crop it because I haven't cropped it yet. But like, it's a general idea of what you're going to see of him, and it's so cool. Let me do that, and then I'll quickly upload it.
Look, I got to kick the dog as Narancha, Abacchio, and I forget the gun guy name.
Yeah, that level 2.
So
they actually put it
10
in
out of 10 DLC. Yeah, JoJo's not that bad of a game now.
Where did it go?
Oh, wow. What do you mean?
Where did it go? Oh my god.
What do you mean? What do I mean? I get to fucking curb stomp a dog as 3 different characters.
You get to curb
And the bird.
That's true.
But to sort of go on a bit further with like what it does, like his stand doesn't really do a lot by itself when you go into stand mode, but it has like a bit of cool thing. So it has 2 command grabs. One is just like one you'd expect from a command grab, but the other one, once you hit it, you'll have 2 options. One will make Moody Blues hit with an overhead, and one will hit with a low.
Oh,
they don't combo after the command grab. It's just something that you can do after it. Well, I'm just uploading it now.
I got a chombo on screen. It was linked by Enderup. It's from JoJo Bros.
He got like 19 different combos he uploaded.
Is that it? Is that it? Is that what Moody Blues does there? Like, that's him? Boom.
Yep, that was Moody Blues, yeah.
And he did it again, because it's recorded still, right? Okay.
Into the enemy.
And there it is. The GHA you've been waiting for.
I absolutely love this.
Yeah, so they can do it on the dock too. So if you want to kick Iggy, you can.
Yeah.
I guess if you're mean or in violence towards. Well, once it's uploaded, we'll definitely check it out. Usher. Next in line is Brawler.
It just did.
For
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. Brawler.
Send it over first so we can talk about it if it already uploaded.
Yeah, it's in no mic.
Okay. I probably have to download this.
Yeah, if you don't want to go into Discord, most likely.
It would ruin my setup. Don't do the ult on Pet Shop. Do the ult on Pet Shop. Okay, so you did the lariat there, right?
Yeah. Well, it.
And then
It's one.
Okay.
Yeah. So then I do stomp, and then it'll do the sweep from before. Then it'll do the stomp.
Jesus
Then I
Christ.
did lariat. Yep, and then I do lariat. Then I do lariat. Then I do stomp. Then do lariat.
The two Bakias coming out is so fucking cool looking.
Yeah.
That's big damage. Sheesh.
Yeah.
That's a level 1, right?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was level 1.
Okay, let's talk Brawler then. You sounded excited.
Yeah, for a few reasons. One, they're using the Second Awakening costume. Now, there's a consistent thing that they do when they release these characters, is they always use the first awakening of the character. So this is like the first costume that you'll have of the character. They haven't really gone into the others at all. So it was really interesting to see that they're actually going into the other costumes. This is my favorite one out of Brawler, so it's a good job they picked that one.
Okay.
And what to expect of him? Besides like the chains, he like spins around a lot. He can like throw rocks down. so it'd be like cool to see how that
Like
could be
Krillin.
used in the game. Yeah, but they're a lot bigger and more of them.
Now, when I saw this news for the first time, I asked myself, don't they already have a Brawler? And
No,
turns
that
out
was
the answer is no.
Striker.
They have a Striker. They don't have
Yes.
a Brawler. They have a Striker and a Berserker. For a Brawler, yeah, it's brand new. So fair enough. Fair enough, DNF. Keep updating the game. There's 3 more characters coming after this. And we probably get some gameplay for Brawler next. He still doesn't have a date, does he?
No.
Oh.
The
well-
roster's kind of been
well,
revealed. Kind of.
What's up, Yaya?
The roster has been kind of revealed already.
Ooh, leaks?
Not a leak. They essentially made a DNF themselves. They made this like cake, and people matched it up to the characters. I have the image. It was
Why
like
would you make a cake with a season 2? What the hell? Why would you do that?
like it's the cake, and it shows like hints of the characters. I put
Wow.
it in premium live, or put it in no mic voice.
Okay. I can follow you.
I think it was pretty cool that they did that, but at the same time, they could have like not gave it away.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. That's not even a hint. That's just a miniature for.
Yeah.
Come on.
Like,
Come on. Now, I will say that to be compared to that is okay.
yeah.
I don't know. That is Heihachi, but with pink hair. Okay. I don't know if it's a cute waifu. That is Heihachi, but well done. Oh, I can't believe they leaked it like that. Yeah. What is this? Avatar Yaya's Twitter account where leaks happen? Anyway.
What? Oh my god.
Close this out with A.K.I. The newest Street Fighter DLC is dropping on September 27th, so end of September. There's about a month left for that. And they put some of our gameplay in this trailer here. So I've watched this once. She's very weird. And I like it. And you cannot fix her, Enderup. You cannot fix her.
Yeah, you know
Fix
what?
though.
Yeah, I'll accept that. Yeah, someone gets fixed.
Big normals, triple jab, big kick. That's an overhead. Good anti-air. Looks like Manon's. I want to see if those claw marks stay on the stage from the taunt. Do they
Probably
stay
not
there?
for long.
Probably not for long. Some
World's
throws. That's probably special. That's another one. Ooh. just like that. Just hit them from afar, and they have a poison effect too. So, yep, this girl's gonna be dealing poison damage, and that's the move of all time, right? That's the one.
That is the movement option of all time.
I know some people are speculating that her poison won't do much health damage, but to the drive gauge.
Yeah, that would make
And-
sense. That would make a lot of
PlayStation
sense.
blog said it's
they-
health, so I don't know about that. But
Yeah, the PlayStation
Okay.
blog said it's gonna lower your health, not to do with drive gauge.
Good, because that would have
it
been.
does let her get things though, like her special moves will do different things if you're still poisoned. So
I'm just happy
That's
they showed her beating JP because that character's a menace.
I'm like probably the one person on the planet who doesn't mind JP that much.
She's not going to beat Ken. That's a good drive rush too. That's such a big deal.
Yeah.
I feel in Street Fighter. Look at that. That full screen drive rush, pretty fast too.
I don't
It's
know
not,
if
it's
that
not,
is
it's not
really good as
DJs,
well.
but pretty
The
fast.
distance to travel is really good.
Yeah.
That's the best thing.
Exactly. It's her magnum opus. And then when you can't look under her skirt or you blow up. That's the message here. If you look under her skirt, you will explode.
Yeah.
All right, September 27. And what is this stuff from...
So-
yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so this is something that they did with Rashid, where before he released, they put out a Fighter's Pass that is related to her. So,
Got it.
you can get like Fong's theme, you get some clothes are in the theme of her. At least you get Son Goku as a game, you know, as an arcade game. Yeah, you get to play Son.
Oh!
Yeah, you
there
get
he
to play
is.
Son Goku.
Damn.
Get to play the monkey.
Get to play the monkey. That is today. That arrives today. And that concludes Around the Bush. So, final reminder. Tomorrow we're going live for 13 hours. The event is here. It's ready to go. Ultimate Burst. It's happening. Rise and shine early tomorrow. All right? Make sure to click the notify me button. I'm not going to do it because I'm going to be here already streaming. So I'm not going to get notified by my own fucking stream. But click the notify thing to be notified when this thing goes live. It's going to be 2 days. Saturday is going to be top 48 until top 6. And then Sunday is going to be the finals. It's going to be top 6 for all the 4 main games. So a bunch of links down here in case you want to find out about anything. The match arenas, the brackets, the schedule. Like all of it. All of it is right here in the description. There will be chat commands during the live stream. They're just not available right now. But UB will give you all the chat commands. And yeah, big project. I am almost ready. Like I am 99.5% ready. I need to take care of the final 0.5 so I can take a deep breath, relax for the rest of the day, and then 16 hours of streaming this weekend. What is the first game? Schedule? Oh. Ooh. 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 There you go. With that, let's move on to Q&A. I am looking at No Mic Voice, and I'm looking at chat. And obviously, if you are Premium Bush, you can join the voice chat and just ask questions in voice. So, why are you typing, Enderup?
Then the joke doesn't reach properly if I say it out loud.
Thoughts on One Piece so far? Thoughts on One Piece? The live action, came out yesterday for Netflix. It's 8 episodes. Each episode is 1 hour long, so I haven't binged it. I don't want to binge it. I cannot binge it because Ultimate Burst is taking up most of my time right now. But I did fit in the time to watch 2 episodes. Fell asleep at the end of the second one because it was 3 a.m. But that's when I have time to watch things now. But it's really, really good. That live action adaptation, so far, I can only speak for episode 1 and maybe 80% of episode 2 while I was awake. It's really, really good.
I've been quite happy. The CGI, I was like worried that they were going to have every fight at night after the first night scene just to hide the CGI imperfections. Nah, the rest of the fucking episode 1 is in the daytime, and I'm like, hell yeah, they're fighting, they're punching. Zoro looks great.
Yeah.
He cuts a guy in half. There was actual gore. That caught me off guard.
It's a bit gradier than One Piece. Still silly. And the CGI, I feel like the CGI is a bit silly on purpose, and I kind of like it. But the it's it's violent in a way that, like, yeah, this stuff happened in One Piece, but because it's cartoons, they don't show this stuff. But if you think about it, yeah, that guy died. So it's a bit more mature for sure. My favorite thing in these first 2 episodes is that sometimes I can tell, oh, they're adding stuff here. Like, this didn't happen in the anime, but it makes sense, and they're adding it. Like the whole Zoro number 7 thing, completely made up. But it makes sense, because later you get to Baroque Works, and you're like, oh, they try to approach Zoro at some point. Like, you hear about that. But you don't see that in the show. But there are things that I'm watching, and I'm being like, did this happen, or did they make it up? And I love that they blur that line. I love that the line is so blurred that I'm like, I might be misremembering this, but I don't think this happened. But maybe it did, and I just forgot because it's been so long ago. So yeah, it's been great. It's been fantastic. It's one of
someone who hasn't
one of my
seen
favorite
anything
things.
but One Piece.
Yeah,
I've been loving it.
I know they added some scenes that they are made up, but my favorite thing is that I can't always tell what they are. So that's really cool. I have to ask this again. JoJo updates, did not read it. Ringo Road Again is still my last character.
Opinions on this?
Opinions on
Asher, where the fuck do you find these?
opinions on fitness boxing. Hatsune Miku Hishoni exercise has been announced for Switch. Oh, I thought so. This is not an old game. This was already gonna be in the next anime games you've never heard of video. It was gonna be instant.
If I play this and this is a North Star game, do I become the most buff person alive?
Yes. They don't show the game.
They put 5 O's in soon.
True. Yeah, there's more Gear 5. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop showing Gear 5 during these streams because it's just another small clip. They put the punch from the movie. That's what it is. I said put the punch from One Piece Red in Gear 5. I don't know why. I guess Gear 5 didn't have enough iconic attacks. Why? Okay. Anyway. They get her in so many games. True. Next. Let's see. Did I miss anything from chat? What happened on the DBFZ bracket change? We sneaked in a player. And we might sneak in a second one. Late signups. Late signups that I can kind of justify, but late signups is what it comes down to. There might be one more player joining. I'm still not sure. But ultimate, it's they are seeded players. I don't know why I'm keeping it mysterious, but it's what? Yeah, okay. No, I don't want to set up round timers. I don't want to do it. I don't want to set up round timers. No, because then you're gonna start counters and you're gonna DQ everyone if we're late. I don't want to do it. Shut up, Start GG. I know what I'm doing. I don't. The sign up is over, Globku. I know. I know. I shouldn't do this, but I did it. Where's the man? Where's the man? He should be. Okay, not on pool 1. There he is. There he is.
Just in time.
Chomp. So basically, Chomp was like, he was talking as if he had signed up, and then realized he didn't. So like, he just thought he signed up, but for some reason didn't. The other player is a player that talked to me way before signups closed, and it was like, if the tournament is at this time, I can make it. If it's at this time, I cannot. And then it was at that time. Because it depended on Storm for signups, right? Because Dragon Ball Fighters and Storm were very close. Now they're not even. But we didn't know if Storm was going to be the second game or the third game. And then when Storm ended up being the second game, that player said, I can't make it. Now that player is saying, I might make it. I'm like, you have to confirm today. I'm not going to say who he is, but he would be the number 1 seed in the tournament. he would be seated higher than Kasuga.
Goddamn.
So we'll see. We'll see what he says. At some point, I don't think he's gonna join. To be honest with you, I don't think he's gonna come. Because he was like, I might be able to make it and whatnot. And can I? And I'm like, did you sign up? Like, oh, I didn't. My bad. I'll just watch. I'm like, dude, okay. So make sure you're gonna make it, because I don't want to put you in as a late sign up and then have you DQ. All right, like that would be bad. But if you are sure you can make it through day one and like be there until, let's say, 30 minutes before Demon Slayer starts, because if you're the number 1 seed and you make it through, you're gonna be the first game of top 16, and then you can just fuck off. So you will be done way before Demon Slayer begins. If you can make it that far, I'll sneak you in. Which is impossible to sneak the number 1 seed in, but we'll let you sign up. Next. No mic voice.
Yep. You have a slight update on things. There's gonna be a
Rising and
dedicated
Relink.
program.
Okay.
Yeah, for Rising Relink. So expect news around that time.
Okay. Are they gonna announce it's February 1st, 2025 now?
Oh, God.
What's the next IP you want to see turned into live action after seeing that One Piece turned out good? Let me enjoy One Piece first. I'll answer this once I'm done with One Piece. Ask me next week. Now I just want to enjoy One Piece, okay? And I don't think, like, even if One Piece is good, I don't know if I want more. I don't know if the fact that One Piece is good is cool because, like, I get to enjoy it in a different way. But more than that is that a lot more people get to enjoy One Piece now, because they don't have the insurmountable task of watching 100 or 1,000 plus episodes. And if they look at the Netflix and they're like, oh, a season, cool, I'll watch this. 1,000 episodes, fuck that. So that's what's so cool about it. Like, the spirit is kind of there. So, do you think the question mark game of Bandai TGS could be BT4? No. I don't think they say the words Budokai Tenkaichi 4 until next year. But I do not know for sure. So it could be. Can you sneak me in your room? No. I remember Fist of the North Star was also getting a fitness game on the Switch. I think it's out. Oh, yeah. I could do that one. Let me write that down. I think I have a list. Uh-oh.
But Hatsune Miku, though.
I lost chat. I will write Hatsune Miku and look up games for Hatsune Miku, but I don't know for sure.
I mean, most of the time they're just rhythm games.
Yeah. Like, I'll look up a Hatsune Miku game.
Out of the many plethora of them. Good luck with that.
North Star. It was a workout game, right? It was like a when Ring Fit came out. They also like kind of went.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna be as strong as the Fist of the North Star. You work out.
It was such a funny bait when we all thought, oh my god, we're actually getting a new Fist of the North Star game. And nope, it's just a fitness game.
And we just had the Yakuza game too, and a lot of people just didn't play that, so I don't know why people were so hungry for another Fist of the North Star game when they didn't play the first one. This Anji tech is crazy. I love Anji tech. My favorite kind of tech. Is it gonna crash the game? Yes.
Yep.
Just crash the game mid-turn.
Yes. Let's go. That was so intentional. I love it.
He did it on purpose.
Yeah.
He did it. Like, he forfeited a round for that, but
Yep.
He so did it on purpose. Dude, the banana glitch might be. It's funnier than it is infuriating. It's just keep it in. Why does the game crash? I think it's you using FD, so faultless defense, which is when you hit 2 buttons at the same time. You get this bubble around you, and you land on the banana.
Well,
it's not FD. It's the new mechanic.
It's
the
a new mechanic.
thing.
Oh, it's a push
a new
block
mechanic.
thing. Okay.
Yeah, it's the push block.
So you can't push
with the
block
banana.
the banana. Don't push block the banana.
Yeah.
Yeah, the banana. So it's got to be a banana.
Which matches are on stream for DBZ? It will be flexible, and I will mark the matches ahead of time, obviously. Pools are not streamed, so it's only from top 8 onwards. So here's what I have. I'm going to have a sheet. Cheat sheet with me. Hi. So for Dragon Ball Fighters, we're going to have 6 games in the first slot plus 6 games in the second slot. So the second slot 6 games are pretty much decided. Second slot 6 games are on top 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? So it's the 6 games that qualify the 6 players to top 6. Before this, on top 48, I'm going to have 6 games here. And this is very hard to choose. It's very hard to choose, but I'm probably going to do 2 games from Winners Round 1 and 4 games from Winners Round 2. If you look at the projected, it's impossible to choose 6 games here. We're going to miss some bangers. 100%. It's going to happen.
Yeah, it's bound to happen.
Yeah, but we'll see. See, Miami Chomp. Oof. Okay. Plug easy, man.
Wow. Fuck that.
Popping Priest. Choose 6 games? How do you choose 6 games from this? It's a... Oh my god. Cheers and A.K.I.
That really sucks.
Anyway, it's projected. Yeah, but then you look at top 16 and you're like, yeah, I get to stream all of this shit.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Really good. There is a chance, and just look at my calculations. There's a chance we might stream 7 games instead of 6. There's also a chance we might only stream 5 games. So I've done the calculations on like how long matches can be in fighters, and whether sets go 2-0 or 2-1. And at max during a slot, I can go 5 games, max I can go 7 games, minimum I can go 5. So it kind of depends on how fast each match is. So I'm going to keep it flexible, but my number 1 priority is get shit done. Do not delay the other tournaments. That is the priority. So if you want to skip intros, really cool. I love it when you skip intros. Yes. I will probably also have rematches on during the lobbies. It's worse for stability, but it's not long sets. So because it's not long sets, I'll just have rematches on.
And you know, at this point, competing in an online environment, is that really gonna make a difference? You know?
So if a set goes 1-1 and I desynced, like I took too long to hit the button on the first rematch, I might not see the second rematch. See what I mean? Because as a spectator, you still have to hit the button. So for stability, consistency, like you usually make players come back to the lobby. That's why Wanted does it, but Wanted is also longer sets. I think for top 6, I will disable rematches because I want top 6 to be clean. And we will like top 6 Dragon Ball Fighters is the most solid math I have. Storm 4, don't get me started. Holy shit. Storm 4 game can take 8 minutes or 3. The entire top 6 of Storm 4 can take 87 minutes, which is an hour and a half, or 310. How do you plan for this?
It's easy. You don't.
No, you don't. You really don't. So I have a 3-hour slot for Storm 4, and I will fucking pray. That's what I'm going to do. I will fucking pray. And if we start running late, here's what I'm going to do. You guys, you're going to play 1 match offline, and then we'll finish the set on stream. We're going to start with 1-0, I guess. Like it's I don't know how else to do it. Because
guys, here's the general message. Enjoy Ultimate Burst, the first and only edition. You know what I mean?
Dude, some early Storm Connections gameplay is like, these games are even longer. Because everyone is using counters for free.
Oh my god.
That's 5 hours. I know, I have a 3-hour slot. That's it. So it could take 1 hour and a half, or it could take 5 hours.
And it sucks because it's always unfair for you to do a first to one. You know, it's something you never want because it's unfair. I don't think like having a first one in a fighting game is such an unfair thing because I think the most thing you get tested for is your ability to understand your opponent and counter. And in one set, you can't do that. You can't do that. Oh, and by the way, and
I'm not
totally
saying
unrelated.
I'm not changing the set into a first to one or anything. It's just like you just see one game on stream, the other one happens off stream.
Speaking of being able to read your opponents, I fought Shanks in Street Fighter 6.
Damn. Okay.
Cammy.
Okay.
I don't even know what I did, man. It's brilliant. Just it destroyed me. The footsie game on that man was so strong. I think I got I won neutral 2 times in a 2 matches, two whole matches. Insane.
Ichunka is
Insane.
now talking to himself. I don't know if this is a problem. This is happening now.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
just replying to himself and tagging other people to hopefully they join in on the conversation.
I would love to say that he lost his mind, but I don't think his mind has been there at all. So
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not.
Hasn't been the same since the Gweps.
Nah. Since the
Yeah.
Guap incident, it's been sad. It's
Oh,
sad.
Vegeta saw it but ignored. I love Vegeta say I saw it.
Oh, I saw it.
Oh, I saw it. I saw it. Just
That's just mean. Renee, take us out of here. Do you have anything else you want to say to the people of the Globku Live channel?
Yeah, you guys have a great weekend. I have a car now, once again, which is great for me. I also have Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
Woohoo.
I'm not gonna be able to play it because we have Ultimate Burst. So
You're gonna be
yeah,
able
that-
to play it. You're gonna play Cyber. You're gonna play it.
Monday, only Monday maybe.
Tomorrow is an okay day for you. No.
Yeah, I want to be around because just in case, you know.
Yeah, but
Just in
during
case.
the 13 hours, you're gonna figure out when you're needed and when you're not.
Yeah,
you're gonna
sure.
figure out when you have to be there and when you can play Cyber Bomb Rush Funk.
Bombs, yes, that's it. But anyway, you guys have a great weekend. You guys play some video games, have some fun, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully, if we don't, die during this 20-hour streams, you know.
Yeah, I can't play video games, man. I just can't.
Not
I'm
allowed.
gonna be glued to this desk for 13 hours. And by the way, I don't think you're gonna see much of me. I've been looking at the schedule, and I'm gonna be here for 13 hours pressing buttons. I'm gonna speak at the start of the stream and maybe at the end, and I think that's it.
Turn your camera on, like, for a few seconds every now and then, just, you know.
Just during breaks. Just during breaks.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
Turn it
alive.
on. All right. Have a good one. See you guys tomorrow for Ultimate Bursts. Bye.
Bye.